Today I took a deck that we all know and love very well, but I went ahead and I morphed it into something completely new. And I think you're gonna like it. That's right, guys. Today we are reinventing the wheel with this one. We're playing enchantments, but it's not your typical Selesnya or even Naya build. This thing is a Bant build with a sweet little combo at the end of the game to copy all of your enchantments like crazy. And it's built around 3 blind mice. If you guys aren't familiar, it's an enchantment that can copy tokens. And I'm sure you guys have seen the combination by now where Tamiyo brings this thing back from the graveyard as a token of itself and can it continuously copy itself over and over again. Well, we're going to be doing that today, but we're going to be doing it with other enchantments. How we're going to do that is by copying things with Doppelgang or even bringing things back with Tamiyo, creating tokens of these things, and then we're going to go ahead and 3 blind mice copy these enchantments over and over again. And we've got some great enchantments. We've got a new one, Buried in the Garden. If we can copy this a bunch of times, the opponent's never going to be able to resolve any permanents, because not only is this going to ramp us, it's going to keep exiling permanents off the battlefield every time we copy it. And then we've also got things like Hollowed Haunting to finish the game. Once we, have established the board, taken away all the threats, gained enough life, Hollowed Haunting is going to then generate 4, 5, even 6 of these at some point, and then we just drop 1 enchantment, get enough spirits, and win the game. That's how we're going to close the game out, but it all starts by copying things with Doppelgang and 3 blind mice. Now, we're going to get there kind of controlling the game with things like Temporary Lockdown, like I said, Buried in the Garden, a bunch of exile. We gain life and draw cards with the Splendor, and then we also have the Modern Age, because this is going to allow us to draw and discard cards to the graveyard. That way, when we get the Tamiyo down, we'll have something to bring back from the graveyard and turn into a token immediately. That way, 3 blind mice can get to work. So it's pretty cool, man. It's a little bit more of a control shell, and then it explodes on the top end with all the copies. Super fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. We're going to jump right into it, though. Enjoy the video. Peace. All right, guys. Today, we are reimagining what enchantments could possibly look like. Our opening hand looks pretty good, actually. It's not terrible. It's a little expensive, but it's bound to be expensive with our curve being the way it is. Do need to get some blue mana, or just any land really, because Buried in the Garden is absolutely clutch with, the extra mana that we get. Nice, we got our blue mana. Going with the Wedding Announcement, obviously on 3 here, unless of course we draw something useful. It looks like the opponent being on Dimir colors, I highly doubt they're going to be running a lot of small creatures, so things like Temporary Lockdown are probably going to be irrelevant in this matchup. All right, here we go. The surveilling has got me curious. I'm not going to lie. The surveilling leads me to believe this is some sort of reanimation deck. It could be the 4 mana blue spell that's looking to get like a Kaito down, and then, whatever they discard that turn they can reanimate. Was I right? Well, no Kaito. That's good. Let's just... Whatever I play here, there's a really strong possibility it could get countered. And I feel like this is going to be a game of card advantage, so I'm going to give up a Hollowed Haunting here. You hate to see it. Yeah. And they're proliferating. Okay, so we figured out the opponent is probably on that poison game, which is good. They haven't even hit us with a single poison counter yet, so I can't afford to lose another Hollowed Haunting, but again, I'd really like for the Splendor to resolve here. Let's try to get this through, see what happens. Here we go. Now we know the opponent's got... Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. I can exile that all day, every day. Perfect. And we've got a Hollowed Haunting in the yard, which could end up, paying dividends for us if we find a Tamiyo. Because we are trying to copy our enchantments today. Snare is fine. So they're not poisoned. Well, they still might be poisoned, but I think the proliferation is really more so for the Mind Splice apparatus, which is interesting. I wonder how big of a Silver Scrutiny they're going to pull off here. I feel like that's the next natural card progression here, I would imagine. Interesting. Okay. They are probably going to regret that snare pretty bad because this will take their apparatus and might upset them a little bit here. Come on, please resolve, please resolve, please resolve. Syncopate. No, and reject. Okay. Reject. That's tough. Okay, so it's going to come down to whether or not the opponent finds a Silver Scrutiny before we find a way to deal with the apparatus. That's literally what it's going to come down to. I feel like if I can find a way to bounce it, maybe like our land that can bounce, that'd be nice. All right, this, oh man, so many counter spells we've seen already though. Well, I guess we've only seen 2. Please resolve. That's all I ask. Please resolve. That's fine. They're not super helpful when you have a second one of those already having one at 5. Tamiyo is very good. Temporary lockdown is irrelevant. Things are about to get weird. Things are about to get real weird. I can live with that. I can't really live with that though. Wow, that's pretty bananas. Gosh darn it. Well, if I can resolve Tamiyo though, I still have the possibility to take the apparatus, but that's a big if I can resolve. Oh boy, they missed on our end, right? Yeah, they missed on our end. Good. Good, good, good. And they missed on their end. Oh, not the matchup for that card, huh? All right, come on, Tamiyo. You got this. You got this. I believe. I believe. I think that's good. Let's freaking go, dude. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring back our friend here. We take you. And we say go. I think that's pretty clean. All right. Line splice apparatus. Thank goodness they've run out of the big one. We can only hope for a 3 blind mice here at this point so we can start copying. Just had lunch, by the way. Whataburger, shout out. Shout out. Commune the Spirits is so good. Oh, and so is that. Okay. Now it's starting to get a little spicy. Okay. Getting a little spicy. How do we want this turn to play out? Well, got Commune the Spirits and the mice that I want to play for sure. The mice takes up this, Commune the Spirits, so I'll still have 4 mana left over. So in that case, I will play the Splendor first. And if the 3 blind mice resolves and it doesn't get answered, they're in trouble because we're going to be able to copy the garden every single turn. That's good. Gives me a backup. Sure. All right, it's on the field. There are things like snare though that I'm sure the opponent's going to be having a handful of. How many have we already seen though? 1, 2, 3. We've already seen 3 snares, so pretty unlikely to see another. What a game though. What a weird game. This is honestly probably one of the worst matchups we can ask for as a control deck. Full on control is just not what we're, wanting to see. We've got a lot of temporary lockdowns and exiling effects and life gain. We typically want a more aggro to mid-range type build, I feel like, as far as things we want to go against, but You're kidding me, man. Okay, so they're going for a really big robberies, which is gonna lead to me getting milled out essentially. Yeah, I've definitely got to take away these apparatuses. Or these, I keep saying it. Is it apparatus? It is apparatus. Okay. Okay, what's the move? What are we taking? A token? That seems like a big mistake. Could have taken any of my permanents doing constant damage here, but you take a token. We'll be taking that. How about... Is there anything for 2? There's nothing for 2, right? I guess there is something for 2 technically. Which could get me another blind mice, actually. No, I think I'm gonna just plus this. I think I'm gonna plus this. Go with the blind mice play. Another blind mice play. And a wedding announcement. That seems pretty good. I mean, I don't think the opponent's going to have much for sweepers. I mean, Gix command is a thing, but I don't think that's going to help them a whole lot here. Just put a lot of pressure on him here and try to close out. The opponent could hit us with another outrageous robbery or thievery. What is it called? Robbery. But with only 1 apparatus, they're not going to be able to mill us out. But if they hit us with a Jace, yeah, I'd be talking here. Man, not exactly the best first game, but I'm sure we'll get... That's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Puts us down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana total left over, so no outrageous robbery, but a Jace would put us out. No Jace, that's good. Still have 5 mana though. Could be slow rolling us here. That's good. Yeah, I figured that's what you probably should have taken the first time. You might have actually won this game. That does it. GG's. GG's, man. And they know it. Let's go. Oh, that was a close one. Close call. Again, not the matchup we wanted, but thank goodness for Into the Garden, man. I mean, Buried in the Garden is just such a good card. Being able to steal these apparatuses was really clutch. Good game. All right, this hand looks really good. Just want to say too, we just played another game you guys aren't going to see. We just won. I couldn't keep it because we played another, like, I don't know, like 15-minute control matchup, and the opponent just conceded because they made a terrible misplay at the end of the game, and they shame scooped, and yeah, it wasn't cool. So did we drop the Modern Age? I really need to use the Commune of Spirits to maybe fish out of our deck a temporary lockdown, because this is the matchup we want it for. Another land. Come on, temporary lockdown. No. Shoot. Shoot. Okay. What do we drop? It's gotta be the Tamiyo, right? I don't think the Tamiyo is gonna get a lot of play here in this matchup, unfortunately. It's just too slow. I think I'm gonna go Wedding Announcement, because it can do a good job of getting us some 1/1s to block with. I know the Commune of Spirits, like I said, I wanted to go dig out the temporary lockdown, but there's no guarantee that it hits, and then I'd be left with nothing else to play on this turn. So at least I can get a body to block this turn and go look for it maybe next turn. And then also I can cast it next turn if I find it. Sure. Little bunny corn, huh? God, give me the temporary lockdown, please. One time. This is literally why we put it in the deck for this matchup, so please. Just give me the one time here. We even have Commune of Spirits, which gives us such a good chance of finding it. Come on. The good news is though, with wedding announcement and this down, we should have some really good, it'll buy us a lot of time to hopefully deal with the situation down here. I might just use the Buried in the Garden to take that instead of the original plan here, because if I find it and we take up the board, if I find what I'm looking for with Commune of Spirits, I'll get everything except for the knight, and I don't love that, and they're probably going to commit these two to the board next turn. So for now, the plan just keeps changing, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. They're giving me a lot of time to work with here. A lot. That bunny corn though, man, a 7/7. Hate to see it. A recruiter! That's not good. Full send though, huh? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can I afford to do that? Not really, right? Not really. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. All right. They might just concede here, which, you know, great, thank God, but who knows? Boom! Night, night. Night, night, Boros. You know, the sickening part about all of this is I can do it again. I can do it all over again. And then I can 3 blind mice and copy it every single turn. They will never have a 3-mana creature, or a 2-mana creature, I should say, or less stick around on the field. Ever again. Let's see where they scry this. One to the bottom. They didn't like what they saw, huh? Get over here. They say good game. Don't love that. If I get a land, where does that put me mana-wise? Ooh, that's a good find. I think I still play this though. I was hoping for a land so I can play this as well, but that's fine. We'll take the 2/2 mice, and we'll just keep copying. Literally, we're just gonna keep copying the temporary lockdown, and it's game over. So hopefully they have the goblins. Give me the goblins. Survey says, show me goblins. Demolition? Nothing? No way, they have it? Oh, they're just gonna eat the token. Okay. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. Please swing through with the evangelist. Please. Please, 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 please. Oh, they don't swing with the evangelist. Gosh darn it. That's fine. I'll take it with the garden. See you later. See you later. And I can copy it again, so please, by all means, have at it. Bring everything down. That's actually pretty scary. I won't even lie to you. That's a good card. Ooh. Might as well. It counts towards our total enchantments going forward, right? So might as well. Doppelganger though, huh? Doppelgang. I think I'm gonna go with the wedding announcements first. That way I have another decent target to Doppelgang. Excuse me. Okay, like I said, that is scary. That does hurt. I'm going to use the doppelgang though. Let's see, 1, 2, and then so 1, 2, 3. I can only do it once. That's super unfortunate. I can do it twice if I'm willing to wait one more turn. Can I wait one more turn? I think I can. I think I can wait. Because then I can do it twice. I can get 2 more wedding announcements and 2 more exiling into the garden pieces here. So that's not bad. I mean, I can send something away. That's good. Is it when they cast or whenever it enters the battlefield? So I can actually send it away before it gets the triggers of the damage, which is really good. Sure, you're gonna kill one of mine. Sure, sure, sure. Send that back. Return to sender. All right, we kill you. Hallowed Haunting. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's pretty simple for now. I think we do this for 2. We take one of these. Take one of these. Put it here. And here. Take you. And you. Alright, we got 2 more wedding announcements. So that's a lot of creatures. It's still a little scary, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you that you know, we're out of the woods here, because the opponent's, you know, gonna be able to get that passive burn. Never mind. It's not that scary anymore. Yeah. They say oops. I don't know what the oops is for. Is that oops like I did something wrong, or are you saying oops genuinely like you actually messed something up? Either way, GG's. GG's. They're a little upset. They're a little upset, and I get it. I mean, we did just temporarily lock down them into oblivion. So I get it. All right, this is a pretty odd hand right here. I think I'm going to send this one away. It's too expensive. Oh, gosh, we get another really expensive hand. But at least this one, I don't know. This one feels a little different than the last one, though. I feel like there's more playability. There's not, though. There's not. Ah, man, I'm gonna keep it though. I just have this really bad gut feeling that if we mulligan again, we're in trouble. All right. I don't love the colors, but the land here tells me that this is probably Teamer, and they're doing some land reanimation type stuff. So maybe we have time. Yeah, we're definitely up against that matchup. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be really tricky. Very cool deck that we're up against right now, though. Okay, I'll take that. That is helpful. And I will drop a Hallowed Haunting here so that the Tamiya, when it brings it back, I can copy it immediately. At least that's the plan, right? Virtue of Strength. That is terrifying. That is very, very terrifying. All right, let's get this down. Thought maybe we were going to get countered there for a split second. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they still don't have enough for the virtue, but if I can just find my, into the garden, I mean that, or buried in the garden, that would be really nice because I need to take care of this. Otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? I think we stick to the game plan.
Phyrexia is the multiverse's synthetic destiny.
Stick to the game plan and see where it gets us. I have answers. I just don't have them in hand. That's the problem. Just don't have them in hand. We know what's coming. It's going to be the virtue, which is kind of good for this turn because it's basically saying that for this one turn, it's over. There's not a whole lot going on. We know it's landing. They're tapped out. Yep, they're tapped out. Okay, now we got one more turn to make this happen. Come on. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good because now we're in trouble. All right, let's go with the Splendor here and hope that those extra cards pay dividends. Wish me luck, guys. This is where they go like doppelganger times 1,000 or something. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Ah, that's a win con right there. That's a big win con right there. How much damage is that? Each one is worth 3, right? So 15, 20. Wow. 20 on the nose. Yeah, that'll do it. I was gonna say their win con was ready to go. As soon as the Virtue of Strength lands, if you don't answer it, it's game over. So good on them. GG's, on to the next one. Man, where were you last game? You could have literally saved us. Could have saved us a lot of pain. This hand is good enough to keep for sure. Commune the spirits, hopefully finding us, something we might need. Maybe a temporary lockdown, but we see colors that don't typically scare us. Man, Simic, huh? Simic colors with surveilling. I'm gonna take this. I don't think we have to worry too much about being pressed here. It could be merfolks though. Full on soul tie colors. That's gotta be, the reanimation on turn 3, but at the same time, why haven't they milled a single card yet or done any sort of surveilling? Very strange. There we go. See, that's something I would have expected to see a little bit sooner. Do they go level 1 here? Because I wouldn't mind stealing that. Nah, they go straight for level 2, sure. That's fine. What's a spell they can recast? Exile target instant sorcery. So there's nothing in there they can recast unless they're allowed to recast this side of the card. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if they're allowed to or not. Okay, for the time being, what do we do? I think I'm gonna go Splendor here and draw some cards. We might be wrong for playing the Splendor. I think there's an argument to be said. I should probably play the Hallowed Haunting to try to move quickly, because as soon as they start reanimating is when we get in a lot of trouble. But I don't know. I have a weird comfort and confidence in my Buried in the Gardens to take care of, the Atraxes and all the sort of things that they might get. Let's test the waters for a second. Okay, there's definitely no counter spells. All right, I mean, we're cooking. We have a Splendor and a Haunting down. They haven't done really much of anything, so I think that's gonna do it, but I don't want to get too excited. All right, they find themselves a way to surveil quite a few cards. And looks like that's what they're gonna do. They're probably gonna play it twice. Yep, once and twice. So our luck as far as reanimation has run out. It's definitely gonna happen on the next turn. And it'd be kind of cool if we could take something from their graveyard with this. That would be pretty sweet. Oh, they got a Jace in the yard. What? Okay. Are they? Yeah, they've got to be self-milling with that, though. Missing a land drop is not great there. Yeah, that's not ideal. What if we do this and this? Try to find a land drop that way. Okay. I'm gonna drop one of these so I can get it back with Tamio later, and then 3 blind mice it back, or get value out of it with 3 blind mice. Okay. I did miss a land drop though. Bummer. It's gonna be this, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what they fill up the graveyard with now. There it is. That's a pretty solid card to find right there. There's their reanimation target, and can't imagine it's not going to make its way to the field here. It's going to have to come down, right? They only need 3 mana to make it happen. Really? You don't have the reanimation. So you're telling me to start this game out, they didn't have the reanimation target or spell. They didn't have the milling effects or the surveil effects, and they kept their hand. Very strange. Feel like I would have done it a little differently, but that's just me. They have been giving me a ton of extra cards too, and a ton of time to just kind of do whatever we need to do here. I'll definitely drop this. Play this. Play this. And we'll play the 2 mana Modern Age, and that'll seal the deal, I think. A little bit uneventful on this one, but I'll take it. Almost to the 7 that we need in order to, you know, get that flying and vigilance. But I'll take, you know, I'll take all of this because they're going to need to do some blocking. They're not okay with taking 10. I don't blame them. Another card. We've been drawing cards like a madman this game. All right, got the Tamio. And I'll probably drop off 3 blind mice next turn. That's a good card. It's a very good card. That keeps him alive. Keeps him in the mix. Things just got a lot more interesting, that's for sure. What a cool card, the Tide. Such a cool card. I always forget about that as a sweeper, man. That's such an amazing sweeper for reanimator players. I need to utilize it a lot more. All right, draw this card. All right, Tamio comes in. We minus.
The future is written in oil and steel.
Bring back our 3 blind mice.
We are future.
All right, and then next turn, we obviously copy the 3 blind mice, but then after that, we will do a Tamio again, and we'll bring back something that I can copy a bunch of times, like, you know, Buried in the Garden or something. It's almost impossible for a soul type player playing this style of build, I think, to answer everything that I've got here. I mean, they don't have access to things like farewell or much less any sort of enchantment removal. You know,
Revel in your
I don't know.
victory.
I can't think of a way that we lose this game. I feel like we've got it. Ah, I stand corrected. Beseiju hits us. Dang, that's actually pretty darn good Beseiju. We don't have another one either. Oh, but we get a doppelganger. Oh my goodness. Okay. 3, 3, and 2. Okay, so I can do it for 2. I can do it for 2. How about... I mean... How about just this? Is that ridiculous? Or, yeah, that's probably pretty ridiculous. Okay. Have fun with that. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. One enchantment is going to trigger an ungodly amount of spirits. Like, it's game winning every time we drop a single enchantment at this point. Love it. And we have a target for the buried in the garden, so. Titan of Industry, not bad. Not good enough, but not bad. Obviously destroying an enchantment. Which one are you going to destroy? One of my 6 hollows or my splendor? One of the hollows, okay. And a shield counter? I would have done that a little differently, but that's so tempting. That is so tempting, but I can't. Oh, come on. I wanted to just see. I just wanted to see what the 5 spirits coming out would have looked like there. What a bummer. Good game. That's gonna do for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this take on enchantments. Something hopefully new that you guys haven't seen yet. Tameo, doppelgang, copying effects are just some of my favorite things to do, and I thought, you know, why not try it today with the enchantments? Because there's already things like Calyx out there. Why not try it bigger and better than even Calyx? So that's kind of where this stemmed from, and I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys did as well. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another video and a live stream. So if you guys haven't already, hit the notification bell for the channel. That way you're notified when we go live. We go live here on YouTube, so that helps you guys know whenever I not only post a video, but when I go live on Wednesday nights. Come by and say what's up. But that does it for me. I appreciate you guys very much, and a huge thank you and shout out specifically to the Mardu Mob. At the end of every video, I want to make sure I give my appreciation to the people who help support my channel monetarily every month through the membership program. We call it the Mardu Mob, so thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you, and we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yes.